members of the global community. We are Vanshika, Himakshi, Brinda, Diksha,
Madhav.
not speaking today as representatives of nations but as voices for those the world often chooses not to hear. While we celebrate progress and innovation, let us not forget the shadows that remain. Places where opportunity is a myth, justice a dream, dignity a daily struggle. Our world is marked by breathtaking advancements, yet still suffers from devastating neglect.
Today, we rise to bring forward 5 critical interconnected global crises: the refugee and migration emergency, the education inequality, the crimes against women, the mental health crisis, and the neglect of the elderly. These are not merely issues, they are humanitarian failures, and unless addressed with urgency, compassion, and justice, they will continue to strive because they will continue to erode the very foundation of global peace and dignity. Let us take you through these pressing challenges one voice at a time.
Let us now turn our attention to one of the major pressing challenges of time, refugee and migration crisis. Imagine fleeing your home not for adventure but for survival. Your city bombed, your family hunted, and your future uncertain. Today, over 110 million people are forcibly displaced by war, climate collapse, ethnic cleansing, and persecution. These are not nameless statistics, they are mothers, teachers, children, doctors, and human beings striped of safety, identity, and hope. Yet too often, borders become battlegrounds of fear. Refugees are vilified, ignored, or confined, their rights suspended. Let us remember, no one chooses to be a refugee. What they need is not pity but protection, not suspicion but solidarity. The global migration crisis is not a burden, it is a test of our shared humanity. Will we pass it?
Let me introduce you with another major issue: education inequality. Education is often called the passport to the future, but for millions, that passport is revoked before the journey begins. Across the continent, children are denied schooling, not for lack of interest, but because of poverty, gender discrimination, conflict, etc. Schools are crumbling, teachers are underpaid, and classrooms are overcrowded. In some places, simply being a girl or being poor is enough to deny a child the right to learn. It's not educational gap, it's human rights gap. We cannot speak about global progress when the most basic form of empowerment, education, is still withheld from so many. It's the time we start considering quality education not as a privilege, but as a non-negotiable global standard for every child everywhere.
Let's talk about the topic which is often brushed under the rug: mental health crisis. In a world obsessed with productivity and perfectionism, mental health remains silent casualty. Every day, millions suffer in silence. Teenagers battling anxiety, conflict survivors with PTSD, students under unbearable pressure, and entire communities coping with generational trauma. The stigma is heavy, the services underfunded, and consequences deadly. We must understand mental health is not luxury, it is a foundation. A society that ignores emotional and psychological well-being cannot call itself truly healthy. We need a system that heals, not shame. Cares that reaches everywhere, in classrooms, workplaces, refugee camps, and homes. Because without mental well-being, our world will not be whole. Now, let's talk about the crimes against women. Let's speak the truth plainly. Being a woman in many parts of the world is still dangerous. 1 in 3 women globally face physical or sexual violence, from domestic abuse and honor killings to online harassment and workplace exploitation. Women are subjected to trauma that often goes unreported, unpunished, and unnoticed. Justice system fail them, society silence them, and cultures normalize acceptance. But we refuse to accept a world where safety is conditional and survival a daily achievement. Empowering women means protecting women. We must teach consent, enforce accountability, and build a culture where being a female is never a risk factor.
Last but not the least, let's talk about the topic of neglect of the elderly. In a race toward progress, we have abandoned those who build the road. The elderly, keepers of memory, experience, and wisdom, are increasingly cast aside. In many parts of the world, they face isolation, neglect, financial insecurity, and even abuse. Their needs are overlooked, their contributions are forgotten, and their voices dismissed. Respect for elder is not just cultural, it's moral. In a world that turns its back on itself, we must ensure the age with dignity, with care, and with a sense of belonging, not as relics of the past, but as the part of our shared humanity. In conclusion, These are not five unrelated problems. They are the interconnected failures of the world that must do better.
A child without a class.
A refugee without a home.
A teenager without mental support. A woman without safety.
An elder without care.
If we forget them, we fail humanity.
Let this forum and this generation not be defined by speeches, but by solutions.
Not by pity, but by policy.
Not by silence, but by strength.
Because if not us, who? If not now, when?
Thank you.